Well, guess what? If you want someone to love you and accept you for who you are, you're going to meet a girl who just wants someone to love her and accept her for who she is.
All good people are asleep and dreaming.
We want to talk about mate selection, something that is a crucial first step for having children. So why not begin there? So what advice do we have for men of how to meet women?
Because I read recently that you're going to be attracted to people with more similar DNA than we currently realize. And you've got Russian ancestry, go to Russian cultural festivals and meet Russian girls, because you're most likely to marry someone with a similar mouth size and a similar bridge size here. Mm-hmm. And you might meet someone more
aligned. Yeah.
More aligned.
And probably the cultural background probably helps as well.
No, it really does. You need to choose your mate based on intelligence. This one is the one raising your children. And the 40-year-old guys who are so shallow that they go for the hot 25-year-old instead of the smart 25-year-old, a hot wife, she's a trophy to put on your arm and make your friends jealous. She's not the mother of your children. And to me, it's a tragedy. I know people who have done that, and it rarely works out. They stick around for 5 years. You'll hate your kids, and you're good luck having smart children that way. This is the woman raising your children, and your children are only going to be as smart as she is. Like a child's, his education level is directly related to his mother's. His father's isn't nearly as important as his mother's.
I have read that as well.
Right. There are women who are princesses, and they want a rich guy because they want to be a princess. A princess is going to be a terrible wife and mother. She won't care about your children.
Don't marry a princess.
Don't marry a princess. But if you, but also don't get so turned off by the princesses out there, which I'm not telling you to marry, that you don't make a lot of money for the queens, because you want the woman who's going to raise your children and run your household and give you the family that, so that you can look at your healthy, well-cared for children.
Because a queen will appreciate your income. A princess will just spend it.
A queen will spend your income on your family.
Yeah.
And a princess will spend it on herself. And there's a huge difference between the two.
The dumb rich guys marry a hot bimbo. The smart rich guys marry a hot, healthy, well-oriented woman from a good family who wants to give him a family too.
Yeah.
A lot of people around us in the tech industry, in finance, they're all marrying Asian women.
Because they want real families.
The culture is there. And Asian women are actually 2 for 1 because they're
super smart.
Yeah. Intelligent, educated, career women who also want family.
No, it's the same thing. It's all those Ivy League educated, super smart women who are the ones staying home with their kids nowadays.
They do actually the traditional thing where you go to get an education to meet the right man.
Yes.
That's what women did.
I wish someone had told me that.
That's the only reason women went to university back then.
That is the only reason I would tell my own daughter to go. Seriously. But I didn't know. No one, when I was a kid, they just told me, when I was 6, I wanted to be a bride for Halloween, and I was told that was disgusting, and you can't ever want to be a wife or mother. Like, are you serious? Whoa. That's all you want for your life is to be a wife and mother. You're so smart. You should do something real and worthy with your life, which to me now is insane. Oh, you know what they said recently? Did you say this? I don't remember who said it, but you want to look at their credit score. People with a credit score above 800 are significantly less likely to get divorced than people with credit scores below that.
Really?
Yeah. Because,
Wow.
Yeah. So that's interesting for guys to look at. Ask for her credit score.
Romantic.
Do you think that anyone is really like this innocent victim of I haven't met the right person? Or do you think that they
No, I don't think that. I think people attract people that they want to attract. And you have to change your behavior and your mindset.
Okay. So if you're single, you're not the right person. It's like compete or stop complaining, because it's a competition and it's fierce. And if you don't want to play, don't complain when you lose. If you are like, listen, this is me and I don't want to be any different than what I am and you need to accept me for who I am. I have all the respect in the world for that. If you're single and you don't want to be and you don't want to change, I think you're shooting too high, because you always date your level. And what my husband likes to say is, for my husband, there was 5 points. There's physical appearance, wealth, educational level, connections, and something else that I can't remember. And the rich men that marry the hot young women, they're both 4s. They get their 4 points from different places. So she gets it from being hot and he gets it from being rich. But you're always going to date your level. You're always going to marry your level. And if you're single and you don't want to be, chances are you're not being realistic about your level. And we can't be honest with each other nowadays. Like, I can't say, dude, you're not going to get a supermodel. Like, let's be realistic. I can't say that to my friends. And, but I do notice that my single friends tend to overestimate their value.
We see this a lot in the libertarian anarchist community, even in the alt-right, that are like trad, and they are surrounded by men who want the barefoot pregnant wife in the kitchen cooking meals and having 7 children, but they themselves don't have that much to offer.
Right.
And you have to be honest. You have to, I don't like to use the word settle, but you have to have realistic expectations for the outcome that your life will have.
Right.
Anyways, we hope that was helpful. We try to just speak from life experience. And I hope that you have the opportunity to also gain life experiences in a fruitful relationship. I really, really do. There's a lot of people out there, especially today, that just, I'm not going to prescribe a reason for it, but their relationships are not working out. So I really hope that for those of you where that's a pattern, you can try and change your behavior, your mindset, the way that you're looking for people, and maybe who you're looking for. So I wish everyone the best. I really, truly, truly do. Cheers.